Hello everybody, Thorgal here, and welcome back to Satisfactory. In today's episode, we are going to play with trucks. We're gonna set up this really cool truck station here, or 5 of them, and over at the coal production or coal mining facility. And we are gonna bring it all over here with trucks instead of the conveyors. Last time we ended with the 3 assemblers over here. They make us the reinforced plates, and then we pump them over to the modular frames, which are coming in on this belt right here, and it's full. And then I added one more assembler back there. You can barely see it. That is making the rotors, and you guys are seeing the rotors coming in right here very slowly. Actually, why are they going all the way through? Oh yes, they're coming to here. The actual storage that I have back up here is full, and all the other rotors are now going down here to this assembler, which is making us motors. And I have 2 assemblers right here making the straters, which are making way too much. And I have 2 assemblers back here making the... what is it called? The encased steel beam or something. This right here, encased industrial beam. Now, I'm keeping up with the steel, but I cannot up it anymore. I have 2 right here dedicated to making the steel beams, and 2 to make the steel... what are they called? Tubes? Steel pipes. And I have learned a lot setting up this factory. And you guys are probably gonna go, oh my god, you're crazy. I know I'm crazy, but I'm enjoying it and I don't mind doing it. But we need to rebuild most of this factory again. And I'm gonna try to explain to you guys, over here in the test area, I'm gonna set up a couple different things and show you why. And what I have learned playing this game as much as I have. Now, number 1 is we need to go up. We need to build up, up, up. We need many, many floors. We're only up to the steel pretty much, and we're already almost filled up all the way. Okay? Number 1, it's not very efficient because you guys can see here the 2 belts of screws that I need are not keeping up. I need a lot bigger screw production, and I have still 3 iron belts, full iron belts that I'm not utilizing yet. So that's the first thing, is I need to make floors. And the next problem with that is this rib right here. The rib comes to right about here, just where this merger is. So I can only go up to here. Otherwise, it's going to look real funky if I have the thing running through my factory, right? So my thinking is up to here, to the left. This entire floor is going to be... I'm going to level it when I rebuild it. So that means this is because I think there's something with the ground or whatever. I'm going to have to double check. But I want this to be level. And it's going to be 4 tall. Okay, so this right here is 4.5 tall. So this ceiling here is going to come down 1. So it's just going to be 3.5 on the inside and then the floor. And up, 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 however many floors we need. And then I'm going to separate everything by floor. So like the first floor is going to make iron plates and iron rods. The second floor is going to be dedicated to screws. The third floor, for example, is probably going to be copper. The 4th floor is going to be steel. And then the 5th and so up, going upwards, is going to be the actual assemblers where we put parts together. And this will just allow me to expand, you know, a lot more. And the entire back half of this factory, it's a little bit less than half, we are going to use for trucks. 1 floor. And then we need to, once we get into trains, see if we can put the trains on top of this. And if not, I'm going to put the trains over here on top of this part of the factory. Something like that. Okay, so number 1 is I need to also start using load balancers. And in case you're not familiar what a load balancer is, I'm going to show you guys this here. So I'm going to put 100 concrete in here, and we're going to hop up here. Because this is one of our typical setups, right? We're pumping something in and then we're splitting it, let's say, between 4 machines. Over there it's 8, where it then gets even worse, the example here. And now if I hook this up right here, you guys are going to see something. Because this guy is going to split everything in half, then this is going to split everything in half, and then the rest, it's going to split it again. So you guys see, the first one gets a lot more than the second, and then the last 2 get equal amounts. And that is a problem when it comes to automation. Even if the belts are full and you're using everything, you can run into timing problems. Because a lot of these constructors and so on are having problems when they have a little bit of a cooldown time. Until they start, when when they get their items. So check it out. This first one's got 50. Half, because we're splitting it. The second one has got 25. The third one has got 13 because... Actually, this one has 12 this time. Last tested with 13. And this one has 13. So these two are half, and because it's an even number, it just wasn't doable. So, well, actually, this split right there turns it into an odd number, because you have 25 going down this way and 25 that. So that's why it's 13 and 12. So, what's a load balancer? I'm going to show you guys real quick. So this is a load balancer, and this is the most basic one there is. There's some very, very difficult ones, as if you played Factorio, you have seen some crazy setups. And this is going to especially come in later on when we have trains going that drop off a lot of items at once. I want to be able to distribute them to different lines as quick as possible and in equal amounts, right? So right here, we're splitting once. So 50 are going to go this way and 50 are going to go this way. And I forgot to set up these belts. Sorry. Well, right there. And then this one here splits it into 25 this way, 25 that way, and the same over here. So now if we do the same test again, we're going to have 25 in each one of them. And that is what a load balancer is. And I'm going to have to start using them a lot more. Especially for, you know, later parts when the assemblers or then the manufacturers, which are crazy with the recipes that we're going to need. So, because they need like 25 items at a time for every craft. And 4 different ones. So this is going to be something that we need to start using a lot more in this factory from the beginning. So now that this is done, we can go ahead and check. This guy has 25, 25, and the other 2 as well. 25 and 25. So that's a load balancer, and I'm not using any of these right now. So that's why I'm running into problems, for example, with these 3 guys right here that are making the reinforced plates. The first one, you know, works constantly. The second one has little downtime. And the third one, it just trickles screws in. I got a couple of things done, and I want to show you guys now. And then we are going to work on getting new legs, because I finally found Chyterium ore or something like that. I did not pick it up because I wanted to do that with you guys. So I got the first part done in the factory. I colored everything. Oh my god, there's something I need to show you guys. I had no idea that this works. This is amazing. So this is just a color scheme moment. I wanted something bright, so hoping that it will help a little bit with the lighting in here, right? And it's okay, at night it is quite dark, but you know, we're also not gonna run around in here much when it's done. And everything that I told you earlier of what I wanted to change, I have done here. But let me show you guys the color gun first, because that blew my mind right here. These are the 2 colors that I'm going with, right? But let's say we don't like the white, okay? I can come here and let's say just make this a blue. And I say update preset, and it tells you, do you want to update all the colors and all the buildings using this preset? Confirm. Boom. It just changes everything that you have done before. And I think that is just amazing. That this blew my mind when I saw that. Alright, so let's go back to the white that I like here. And that is it. There's only 1 tone on these walls. Oh yeah, and I switched out from these walls right here. I do like the design of them, but you cannot color them. So I want to be able to have colors and change everything to my liking, right? So that's how I did here. And then, for example, here, because this is iron, this is something that I want to do in the future. Let's go with this row here. Edit. And let's say we're gonna go with iron, which is kind of this gray here, and then let's make the rest black. Like really. Okay, so this is a blue. Okay. Let's go with gray like this, and say update preset, confirm, and select color. And now I can go around here and paint all these machines that are for iron in this color. And I think that would be kind of cool to do throughout the base in all the different factories. I think the conveyors and the mergers and splitters and so on, I'm gonna leave. Let's see what they look like if I do it though. Oh no, I like this better. How much more? I have 66 charges. Okay, and then it goes into here. The conveyor belts and the light electricity poles I'm not gonna do. And let me just color these here as well. Can you color these? Alright, barely anything changes on them. And you guys see back here, I set up a load balancer. We are making full use of all 240 ingots that are coming in for the iron plates. Did I do you? Yes, I did. Alright, so how does this work? Let me go upstairs here real quick so it's easier to show. I just wanted to show you one time, and I got a little bit close to the wall. I like to take this off because I keep misclicking. I got a little bit close to the wall with it, but it's fine. I have nothing, not an inch left on this side. And then the iron iron rods we're gonna put over here. And this is it, that's all we're gonna put in this floor. The next floor up is gonna be dedicated to screws. But let's go ahead and hop down here so you guys can see this better. So the 240 line comes into here and gets split into two. So this is a 120 and 120. And then it goes down. This is how I solved this. I tried to make it as space efficient as possible, and it's fun. Then down here it gets split into 260s, and then right here, going underneath me and to the side in the 230s. And I'm also trying to only use the belts that we're actually making use of. So if I'm only transporting 120 on something, I'm only using the MK2. These MK3s, and down everything here is MK1s, because they can transport 60 and 60-60, even though they're only 30 each. So, yeah. And then this over here is, like I said, the inline storage. This is what I want to have for everything. And I went with the big box this time, and it's already full. I brought over the ones that we had over there. So now the system is already backed up. And this right here, there is no reason to load balance this, because each one of them make 30, and this is a... I'm sorry, each one of them makes 15, and this is a 120 line. So this can never get full, and that's it. So now, of course, when I take something out of here, it's gonna probably empty this one first, and this one, because these are getting merged there, and then it trickles down the line. Alright, and let me show you guys the upstairs here real quick. I also changed out the walls over here that were the old design and painted it the same way. I'm liking it. Let me know how you guys like it. Alright, so let's get up here to the other floor. The second floor is ready. This is, like I said, this is going to be for screws. I still have one iron line left, which I'm going to use for the iron rods, and then I need to up my iron production first. I need to add more lines. And down here, you guys see, I set up and finished the truck station. Yeah, but also these conveyor highways over here, I'm probably going to rebuild eventually here down the line, because I kind of wish that I would have put everything on foundations like this. Because this is 5 tall already now, and I really don't want to go much taller, but if I bring over the other 3 iron lines that we're not processing yet, it gets just really tall, right? And I'd rather have foundations going all the way over there, like almost like a conveyor highway, so I can run parallel lines much easier. Okay, but let's talk about the truck station here. This is what we're gonna set up now. There's 5 truck stations here, and this is the design I came up with and colored it already. I'm not gonna put a roof on this yet, because I am not sure if we want to have more truck stations, or if we're gonna put the trains on top, or what we're gonna do with this, right? I also have this area empty over here. Not sure what we're gonna do with any of this room yet. And I tested it. These trucks, if I sign them up with autopilot, they can come over here and come in, unload, and then they turn around and I can have them drive back out to my superhighway over here that we're gonna play with. Now let's see if I can jump down on this so I don't hurt myself. And let's jump in the truck and pick up this criterium, because I really want to make this, whatever it's called, bionic leg armor or something, before I continue. Now, I did not drive the truck through here yet. Let's see if I can go somewhat full speed. Yes, I can. Good. Alright, now let me show you what I did with the highway over here. Everything is made, it should be proof, so these trucks cannot fall off. And there's plenty of room, as you see. And there's one intersection that I am not going to use this way over here for automation yet, but it's for me to drive. Right, so I can get nicely over here to my Space Needle and the power plant, as well as the smelteries and so on, right? Nothing changed over there. So let's get out of here. And let me just follow the line down here. And then on our way back, we're actually going to... No, we're not going to set it up yet, because I have not set up the receiving area yet. I still need to do that, but over here it's a little bit dangerous because there's gas. That's why I put a wall here. But there should be enough room for them to drive through. These guys don't emit gas if I don't stop. And you guys see I did a lot of plant removal, tree removal, and everything. So this is a nice highway going over here that these trucks should be able to take with no problem. Alright, and then I set up the other truck station over here. So the truck that's gonna get us the coal is gonna come in from here. And then over this way. Stop, load, and then continue out that way back to the base. Alright, but now let's go and pick up the new ore. And of course it's night, because why not? And I'm just gonna drive this with you guys, in case you're playing in the same area, you can find it, because I stumbled over it by sheer luck. I was just exploring. I got a couple of different ores. I found sulfur, and I also got... But I didn't get that from an ore. I forgot what it's called now. But anyway, so when we come up here... You know, I don't know what I saw up here, like berries, or I just stuck my head up here. And check out what's up here. It is right there. There's 2 Criterium ores. The other one here we cannot do anything about yet, because we still have the boulder on it. And this is a normal ore. So let me get my miners out real quick. We're gonna take like 400 with us. And I'm just gonna set them up here real quick. So, because I am not digging this by hand. What happened? What happened to the 4th one? Oh, it put it in here. How did that happen? Anyway, so we got 4 right here doing this. Yeah, so let me bring this back to the base, and then we'll make those legs, because I can't wait to run faster with the size of the base that is now, you know, just to get around easier. I got a little bit over 500 of this Criterium ore, and on my way back, I wanted to start loading everything into the truck station here, because the belts are barely moving. Because I'm not really using any steel right now. I'm only using it for power. Because nothing is automated, so these belts are going to last forever. Because it's such a long way back. But then I was thinking, I'm going to need a second truck station. Because, where's the production? Why do I not see how much you are making? What? Wait. Oh, this is the... This is the coal generator. I actually need to come here. You are making 240 per minute. Well, I don't have any belts yet. Why is this on the ground? I don't have any belts yet that can transport more than 240. So there's a little bit ways off. I have to progress in the tier. So I can only transport 240 over there, so I will only make use of 1. So I'm gonna have to have a second truck stop over here, 2 of them. And I'm not really sure yet, so that means this is gonna take some testing when we get to it, and I want to make sure that I leave. I'm not sure. Maybe if I go over to the Criterium, I'm actually not gonna drive through here. I might just drive up there with a bridge or something. And there's also another pure limestone up here, so there's a couple of ores in the area that we might bring home in the future. So I'm gonna have to have 2 of these. Let's see here. How far to the left can I go? I don't think there's anything up here. I did explore up there a little bit. I didn't really explore, but I just, you know, checked the surroundings of my area here. And let's put it here. Let's see if this gives us enough room in the back. Or plenty. This is plenty of room. I can move this much further back. It's always really hard to see on how far back you can be. So I think right there. Yeah, that's good enough. And then let's leave a little bit of a gap on this one. To right there. So this leaves me some room over here to go up. Because the thing is that I cannot drive through this. But I think we're gonna go with these 2 right now. And so that means we're gonna set up... Let's set them up 1 and 2. And then I'm gonna have... Okay, I'm going to have to split here. I was way overthinking this. Simply come down here directly into a splitter. And then one for the fuel slot and one for the actual product, which is the same in this case. And then like I said, I do want to start using foundations more to run my conveyors on top, just so it makes it easier to align and it looks nicer, I think. And then they're gonna come to over here, and now I really just have to tie this together. I think this one is gonna go into the top one. And then my thinking is, I'm still gonna only have one truck in the beginning, because I want to find out, you know, how fast do these guys are gonna fill this. I don't know how long it's gonna take the truck, so if I send two, they might only get, you know, partial product. There we go, it's coming in. So I'm gonna have the truck simply pause here, fill up, and then pause over there, fill up. So even if the truck fills up completely, I don't know how to explain it. I want to make sure that I still get the same amount of charcoal over there. And that's just something that I need to, you know, practice with. I need to find out how that works. So this is all done, and I'm not really in a big hurry, because even if my power runs out right now, I don't really care that much. But I don't think it will. So now I'm gonna head back. And we're gonna start the research and see if there's any other one. And we need to set up the charcoal receiving side over there. And then when that is done, we can actually set up our first truck. I'm super excited about this. I have been wanting to play with trucks for a long time. And I know that we could already do trains, but let's do trucks first. And then trains for the really far stuff. Alright, D3 right here. I found one computer in one of those crashed ships. And I got sulfur from just one of those rocks that you just break down. And I have no idea where I got silica from, guys. That was just in my inventory after I cleared the path over. And I'm wondering if it's maybe from one of those coral-looking things, plants that I sawed them down, but I just didn't pay attention. So now let's see here. So we can do sulfur and we can do caterium ore. But we're gonna do that one first because that is the most important one. Okay, so that's going to take 15 minutes. That's going to be enough time for us to set up the truck as far as we can go. And I'm just going to leave this here for right now because I don't know what we're going to do with it yet. Okay, so let's head over there. And what we need to do is set up the receiving one. And I am not sure which one I want to use for that yet. But I'm thinking I want to use this one here. Because I need to tie back into the two charcoal lines from over here, right? So that's something here. Let's go ahead and... Oh, I can only come out... So that means I'm gonna have to have this truck pull into this one. I think I'm gonna have to use two trucks. So we're gonna use these two here for coal. That's what we're gonna do. Alright, so let's go ahead and so this is input. This is input and this is output. Okay. And I tested something here earlier. You cannot directly connect the vertical. It says that it's encroaching other clearance. So we do need to come out here just a tiny bit. And I was thinking maybe... Is this enough? I don't know. Let's check. Yes, it is. Okay, so... And I am not really sure. Let's go. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ribs. And we're going to go... Where... I need to figure out where I'm gonna put this coal storage box first. That's the one thing I still need to figure out. I have been wrecking my brains with this. I don't want to look it up. I wanted to figure this out myself. The thing that we're running into now is that everything is going to come into here, right? Let's just say this is at full capacity, 240 and 240, right? Going into here as our inline buffer. And then I need to split this 3 ways. One of them is going to be trickling. It's going to be the fuel for these 5. And the other 2 I want to be load balanced to go back up here, back to our steel and coal production, right? So both of these belts, let's say they come in 240, 240. But I'm siphoning off 10 for over here, right? So I would have one belt 240 and the other 230. But in actuality, I want them both to be at 235. I hope that makes sense. It's probably complete overkill, but still, this is fun for me to figure out. So, we're going to first split this here. So we're gonna have one coming into here, and please don't be too steep or something. Thank you. Into there. So now these both get split. One of them, one side is gonna go into this merger and into this merger. And this right here is going to be, I'm just gonna use an MK3 for now. This is going to go back towards the loaders, right? So I'm taking equal amounts from both sides. But now I also need to load balance these both again. And the way that I can figure this out would be if I go... yes. If I go into this merger from that side, this merger from that side. And then I need to figure out how I'm going to do this one here. Let's put it right there. Can I get you to go up here? No, it's too steep. Okay, so I might have to just move these over a bit to like right there. No, other side, please. There we go. Alright, so this one goes here. And now it's on this one here. Okay, it should be right there. Okay, and then from these, we're going into that. There we go. And then, I'm sorry I'm laughing, but this is so overkill, but it's something that I'm I'm learning. And then with this one, we're gonna go up to here, right there. And then with you, I am going to run out of room here. Can I go to you? Do you still fit? Yes. Okay, and I just gotta get the height right. I think, okay, so this would be the same down 1, 2. That's the height of one of these here from as far as I know. No, I think it's 4 actually. Let's just try it again. So now we are at the same height. 1, 2. Let's just do 4, just so it looks a little cleaner. Okay, so now that I have this, I don't need this anymore, or this, and I need to connect, I guess, into these two right there, right? These are the coal, yes. Okay, let's just see if this is no way that this is long enough. Okay, so that means I'm gonna have to put you guys right there, 1 and 2. Please be long enough. Yes. And yes. Here we go. Now we are back in business once these 2 trucks are coming in. Okay, now the last part, of course, I need to do is actually... I love doing this kind of stuff. It's a lot of fun. And so now I need to get this one back to every one of these inputs. Wow, that took me forever to do. We only have 1 belt to connect, and that's the last one right here. So it gets split up to the left, and then split up to the right, and runs all the way around. This one here splits into this truck station, and then over here it just runs into the end, and then it runs down this way, gets split into this one, runs down, gets split into that one, and then the end runs into the last one. So I do have a little bit of this on me, so let's put this in here. Oh, I just couldn't see those down there. Okay. So all this is working. We do see... I think it's the same amount. I have no idea how I could tell. But all of these are now getting coal. There's not going to be a way for me to see back there. Oh, I guess I will. Yeah, I should see the conveyor lifts going. I do see some coming right there. So there's one, and then the last one trickling. Of course, this one is going to get diffused, but again, I am not really that worried. I don't think these trucks, like, I have made the trip with my truck over there at least 5 times. before I had to refuel. I'm talking back and forth, so 10 single trips. So cool. So now I'm gonna wait until day, and I'm gonna get this guy out of the way. And then we are going to set up the first truck. It's because the first one, we're just gonna do it together real quick. Because I've played around with it a little bit, but don't have that much experience yet. I had a little test track in here, that's all I really did. Actually, I totally forgot about the criterium, whatever, research. Maybe we can make our legs while we wait for daytime. Yes, confirm. You gonna tell me anything?
New technologies have been developed based on this new element, primarily in power and electronics, and can now be accessed in Hub Tier 3.
Oh, nice. 5 inventory slots, Caterium ore, Quickwire, Blade Runners. There we are. And then we also get the scanner update. So I need a little bit of copper and cable. I think I have everything over here. I wish this game had lights. God, my kingdom for lights. I forgot how many. We probably need more wires. So hopefully that's enough. I didn't look at the numbers, but usually copper wire, it always takes like thousands. I have everything. Alright, select milestone, do your thing. More of you, you, and you. Give it to me. Oh wow, that was a delay. Whoops.
Caterium acquisition unlocked, additional to new equipment, building and parts utilizing basic Caterium properties. R&D insisted on inflating your pocket dimension.
And let's get the sulfur research started. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get gunpowder from that. Not sure, maybe we'll get some good guns or something. Okay, alright, I need to find out now what it costs to make those legs, and I'm pretty sure they're made up here. And that's hopefully gonna be such a game changer. Blade Runners. Let's queue one up. I need quick wire. Alright, so we're gonna have to smelt something. Which is fine, we're just gonna do this temporary right here. Let's just get a smelter. Yeah, sure, right there. And let's take 300. Gonna guess it's 3-to-1 ratio, right? Yes, okay, just like other ores. Alright, let's put this in here and... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Pressing all the wrong buttons. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for this to be done. Smelting, and then it's probably just like copper wire, right? Oh my god, where is it? What's going on? Quick wire. 1, you make 4. Okay, and we need 50, so no problem, and I have the other stuff. Give me my pants. Oh yeah. So from what I read is that you sprint faster and you take less fall damage. Okay, normal walking speed is the same. Oh yeah, look at that. And jump. Yes, nice. And then there was one test I wanted to do when I get these, and that is if I can just jump down without having to have this extra balcony, because I needed to put this in. I don't want to use the slime thingy. What is it called? The jelly landing pad, because you get stuck in it. It takes forever to get out, so I just want to be able to jump down. No damage. Yes! Yes, I love it. Very nice. Now we can take a look at it from up here real quick. And yeah, everything is ready. So I'm gonna give it just another in-game hour or something, so it's a little bit brighter. And can I jump off here? Yes! I love it. Okay. So I am gonna just fill this up here real quick. Oh my god. Alright, the jumping I'm gonna have to get under control. And I think I have everything with me. I don't want to take this gobbledygook here with me. Mycelium. And let's put the leaves up here. So, wait, did I not just see leaves? It doesn't matter. Let's not waste any time. Okay, so 2 trucks, but I am going to need a little bit of fuel for them. Which is okay. I think I should be fine. So, I'm gonna start with this one over here. And let's put them down. Facing the proper way, just like there. Bam. And now if we check here, yeah, it filled in 10 coal, because as soon as you get in this hitbox, it does it. Alright, so, do I have my light on? Let me turn it off. Good, so we have less glare. And now we're going to start recording. And now I just have to... I really need to get out here before I turn, because these guys take the shortest path, and otherwise it's gonna run into the side of that wall, into the corner. And I'm just gonna take my sweet time getting over to the coal, you know, making sure that I stay within my lane. Alright, so this one... I don't know if I should drive through both, on both trucks. I am not. I am not gonna do that. Oh, autosave. Alright, so let's come over here nicely. And then stop. And it's already filling me, so I know it's fine here. And then we'll go straight back. And then later I can come back and click on these nodes and like delete certain ones. Or you can click on the pause ones and tell it how long you want it to pause. I'll show you guys that as soon as we get back. Okay, just, you know, gotta make sure that I keep a nice distance between the other blue arrows and myself. So they never crash into each other. I did read up on them a bit, and apparently they're actually quite intelligent. That when they get out of the unloaded area, they just teleport from node to node. They don't actually drive. And if they ever get stuck or crash or something, they just teleport back to a node. I don't know if it's the last node they were in, or if it's the beginning node. I don't know. I have no idea about that, but... Okay, so... Wow, that actually cost 8 coal to get back here. And then let's take a somewhat nice white circle here. Without driving into the other ones. That's my biggest fear of that happening. And I'm gonna keep going around. Oh, I never set these guys to unloading or something. Okay, and then we come into here. And we're gonna stop right there. That was a mistake here. Alright, so finish recording. Got a little bit of a mess over here now, but we can delete some of them. Whoops. C. Okay, autopilot is not enabled. Are you guys set to unloading? No, they're set to loading. Alright, so I have to change these all over here. And then I'm gonna have to drive back in and out again. So I'm gonna delete this node. This node. Okay. And then these guys have pauses here. Wait time 3. And I'm just gonna leave that at wait time 3. That's the default. So now let's get in. Actually, are you empty or are you full? You are full. Okay, so we go back here. And we should start seeing a lot of coal coming out of here. There we go. And then over here we're gonna see it split and it's gonna start filling all of these things. So we are back in business on this. So let's go ahead and hold down C and enable autopilot. And then when I get off, this guy should start taking off. And I think I'm going to... I'm just gonna wait here. Actually, no. I think I'm gonna just set up the second one as well right now. Why not? Tractor. And let's say you start there. Oh, I didn't... I gotta set all of these... No. Unload, yes. Oh, I just heard the power outage symbol sound. Did I mess something up with this coal generator? Alright, they're both taken off. This is loading. This is a problem now because I... Actually, let's just test it. If I'm careful driving over here, I should not get into the hitbox of them. Alright, so... The coal that is in here I had, so that's fine. How full are these? Barely. Okay, but this is a separate power source here. And we spiked at... How am I using some... How much power do these guys need? They don't need any power. I don't even know why we're hooking power up to them, by the way. Because you guys see there is no power indicator. Usually it shows you when something needs power. Okay. I don't want to hook this up to my main power. Do I have enough to make a coal generator? I sure do. So that means I would have to split up here again. Can I fit you over here? I sure can. And where is the splitter? Over there. Can I fit you in here? Yes. Yep, we're just gonna slap that right in here. There you go. We're getting some coal now. And we're just gonna hook it up to the power. Alright. Let's turn this back on. I mean, it's okay. Apparently, these truck stops need a lot of power. And now it's not a fair test because they just kicked in. So I'm gonna like wait 1 or 2 cycles over here until... Actually, I just need to wait 1. Once they get back here, I wonder if they're gonna be empty. Because I don't think I'm pumping it out quick enough out of the truck stops over at the main base. But we'll see. And there's another thing I wanted to test. If I do this right here and I say hide path nodes. That's only for this guy. I thought this was like a global setting. But apparently you gotta do it for each of the trucks. But I think I'm gonna leave them on just so I actually... No, yeah, this guy is coming over here. I programmed it to come around the other way. Quick. Alright, it had 100 in it, I think. Oh, so this actually... Wow, that fills so fast. Wow, the 3-second wait time is exactly enough for this to fill. How about you? Struggling with that hill a little bit? Alright, it is empty. And the fuel fills as well. And let's just see. Alright, so there was only 522. Because this guy will had one more trip than the other one. Because I programmed this one second. Okay. So now I'm gonna have a fair estimate on how much these guys are getting by the time they're back. Okay. So if worst comes to worse, whatever. I could only go with 1 truck that fills at both of them and unloads at 2 of them. Because they are, you see, teleporting. It's not actually driving anymore. That's cool. So yeah, I could get away with only 1. But the problem is I need 2 truck stops on each side because I can only handle 240 on these lines. Once I have the bigger belts, then I could get more. But I also, you know, eventually, these are pure coal nodes. These are really good. I think, where's the other one? Pure and pure, yeah. So eventually I'm gonna upgrade these here, the clock speed, which would mean 250% of this. per node here, which we're gonna need. I have no doubt, because the steel demand is only gonna go up. There's a little bit of a tip that I want to give you guys, and that is, this is my regular rover, right? That has all kinds of stuff that I need for exploring, fighting, and possibly, you know, making emergency bridges, fuel, and the likes. But now, my inventory is empty, because I'm gonna go and pick up all these conveyors that are out there from the coal to the base, and there's also gonna be a ton of coal on it. So I'm gonna fill up my inventory really fast, and instead of taking my regular truck, I have this guy. I just placed on a new one. I always have enough on me to make a new one. And that way I don't have any problem. And the other thing I also want to test here real quick, this is an unloading. I don't have anything on me right now. If I just drive into here, alright, it's filled my fuel. So I don't need to do this by hand. Okay, but I want to watch this guy here real quick, how hard of a time it has to come out. Oh my god. Really smart. I like it. And I am gonna wait for the other one as well. And then that is it for today. I love it. I had a lot of fun setting up, finally playing with trucks, and I love these legs, as you can probably tell. And like I said, I think that once we have the bigger truck, this guy right here, I can just send one of them to come over there, and once we have the better conveyor belts as well. I think then we're gonna really have an insane amount of charcoal. Or coal. I don't know why I have such problems saying that. But anyways, I do kind of need to dress this up a little bit out here. I did not think that one through. I guess I would put the walls right here now. Yes. Because I can put them here where the other part is. But that is fine. And then I need to color code it. Where's this truck? Why? They got really desynced. They were both almost like... Ah, there he is. I just want to see if this one is smart enough in here as well. And then, like I said, I got a lot of stuff to do. Cleaning up the conveyor belts. Alright, there it is. And it is moving along fast. Alright, this guy over here had no problems turning around. So with this one, I must have done something. It's okay. It's doing fine. I can live with that. But I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed by these trucks. I know they can be goofy and just, you know, do silly stuff. But I think as long as you keep your highways wide enough, that you don't have a lot of problems. But, guys, if you enjoyed the episode, please don't forget to hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, do that as well. And hit that notification bell so you get my newest videos in your subscription feed. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Stay safe. And bye-bye. Hey, brother, how's it going?